Hello, Willow Davis. How's it going? The other day, I uploaded that video talking about Metroid Prime Remastered and how I'm waiting for the physical copy. And I looked back like yesterday, and I saw it had a lot more views than I thought it would for just like a random rambling thing on my second channel here, the gaming channel. But that's really cool. I'm just like not used to the algorithm like actually working in my favor because of how messed up my first channel is with like reaction content. But anyway, that's not what this is about. Thanks so much for checking out the Metroid video. It was pretty cool to see, like, you know, a nice amount of views for this little second channel. So with that in mind, I guess every once in a while I'll just upload my kind of gaming thoughts of the day here, because apparently once in a while it'll actually make it to some people and they'll watch it and enjoy it, which is cool. So today, just before I was on Twitter and I saw someone retweet that Cerebi says there's going to be a huge patch to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Cerebi is the website, here it is, where you know, they like just kind of document a lot of Pokemon stuff. Like there's like this and Bulbapedia and like Smogon and Maryland and all these little websites that all the Pokemon fans go to for all their information. By the way, a little aside here: if you're playing a Pokemon game and like you really need like to figure out like, oh, how do I make this Pokemon evolve, or where do I find this in the overworld stuff or whatever, you know, just kind of like little game help things, try, like, if you're gonna go to Google it, just like type in like whatever question you have and then end it with like Cerebi or whatever. It's a lot better than what usually comes up when you search stuff, because like there's all these like kind of listicle baiting you to look at some ads articles that come out with a new game. I'm getting off on a whole thing. I don't know why I keep doing this, but there's like whatever trending little listicle websites will like try to tell you how to do things in games that just come out, and their information is like so bad because they just like copied it from somewhere and they don't actually know what they're talking about. So go I digress, but go to one of these websites instead if you need help in a Pokemon game. But anyway, you can see here right on the front page with their daily kind of update posts mentioning a patch coming to Scarlet and Violet, apparently by the end of the month at some point. Let's take a look at what we're going to be working with here. Obviously the game released with a bunch of issues, glitches, some crashing. I still enjoyed the game regardless. I'm not saying that Game Freak should be free from criticism here, but despite all of the obvious performance issues, I just really enjoyed the game. They said they'd be patching some stuff a while ago, and it looks like they're actually going to do it. So, and now I believe that Cerebi mentioned this is them translating a post from somewhere. Late February 2023, it should be coming out. Great. Almost half a gigabyte. Okay, 485 megabytes. That's fine. It looks like it's a pretty hefty fix here, so very small text here. Oh, excellent. The text wraps when I zoom in on the website. Okay, so now I can and now we can all read it. Feature adjustments. Additional functionality will be added for Pokemon boxes. Ooh, I wonder if that could be prepping us for Pokemon Home to be implemented into this finally. From a Pokemon's summary, players will be able to change Pokemon's nicknames, markings, held items, and mark or ribbon related titles, as well as being able to reorder moves, have Pokemon. Okay, so this is just saying, I think I know what they're talking about. I remember like when you go to look at a Pokemon summary and like certain circumstances, like maybe like not in the box or in the, there are certain times where you'd go to like, I want to like switch a Pokemon's moves and it's like, oh wait, I can't access it from the party menu. It has to be from the box, or it can't be from the box. It has to be from the party menu. I don't remember. I haven't played in a couple weeks, but I remember thinking that and wondering why that was. So I guess they're fixing that. Swap out held items, pressing the Y button when in the held items view. Okay, so there's a bunch of little just convenience things. It looks like that's like changing up the interface a little bit makes me think like they must have more plans for this game. Like I've obviously, like a lot of us are thinking there's gonna be some DLC for this. And I think the fact that they're gonna like go in and kind of make some quality of life improvements on like these little things, like, yeah, maybe there's gonna be more content for this, because obviously they needed to still be relevant. Okay, I'm not gonna go into like explicit detail of every single bullet here, but if I remember, I'll link this in the description. Wow, yeah, a lot of quality of life and just convenience updates in this first section. Bug fixes. Okay, the real issues. Let's see what we're at here. With Terra raid battles. I've had a lot of bugs with these Terra raid battles. I have some clips from my Twitch streams, like back when there was those Charizard fights, just nothing would be happening. It would just be like, seem like it was frozen, and then like all of a sudden my Pokemon's health bar is completely down and it fainted. And like I got a pretty decent internet connection, so I don't think it was me. Terra Pokemon's HP gauge fluctuating in an unusual manner. This will be fixed. That's great. That's a huge issue. Doing Terra raid battles, I remember just Pokemon's health is just going back and forth for some reason. Okay, this is great. There were a lot of bugs with Terra raid battles as far as like not letting you do any inputs or whatever, or just, I don't know, these long pauses. So that's good. That's good. That's definitely an area that needed some work. Okay. Seems like a lot of little fixes with battles bugs, but this last one here, if a Pokemon terastallizes after using Destiny Bond and then faints, the effects of Destiny Bond will fail to activate. This is a bug and will be fixed. Okay, that's interesting, because that could be pretty significant, you know, if you get into a real competitive battle. I didn't realize that was even an issue, but okay, good fix. The other section. We will address an issue that can cause the game to forcibly close at certain locations. As a result of this fix, there may be a reduction of Pokemon and people displayed in certain towns or in the wild. So the fix for these crashes is they need to take some of the models out from being loaded in. That is really interesting, because there is a lot of like character model pop-ins, or I mean NPC pop-in, as you just go through the whole game. Especially I noticed it like walking through like the school, that like kind of base like entrance with like the library and stuff. When I'm like walking into some of those rooms, there's like all these people just like popping in and out as you get closer and farther. So interesting that the fix is to do more of that, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I had a couple of crashes playing it, nothing like too severe, and it like auto saves anyway. If you just like close the game every day, it's not really an issue. Like the only time I noticed a crash is like if I closed the game, like whatever, put my Switch to sleep and then opened it up and continued playing instead of like quitting the game and coming back in. That's when there's sometimes be an issue. Certain actions can cause the main character's expression to not change until the game is closed and reopened. This will be fixed. I've run into that one before. If you've ever been playing this game, I remember being in like a Terra raid battle and my character is just like has like a sourpuss on their face, and I could not figure out why. Okay, some kind of major issue with receiving rewards after the ranked battle season. Actually, I played a couple of rounds in the first season. I didn't get very far, but I wonder if I got any cool rewards. I'll have to check that out. Okay, seems like there's a lot of issues with the ranked battle first season, but it looks like they're fixing it. When a Pokemon you caught comes back to you from another player through link trade, it may not listen to your commands in accordance with what is written in the profile app. That will be fixed. That's kind of a funny scenario. Imagine someone's like, please, I need to complete the Pokedex. Can I please borrow your Tyranitar? And you send it over and then get it back, and it's just Tyranitar doesn't want to listen to you anymore. That'd be pretty funny. Not my real dad. Passers-by will no longer be displayed during battles that can take place in towns during the main story. That's a funny one. I do remember having some like battles essential to the story, like in towns, and like people are literally just like walking between the Pokemon. That was funny. and other select bug fixes will be implemented. Okay, well, I mean, I guess sounds like they did what they said they were gonna do. Work on preventing crashes, fix a couple of competitive battling bugs, quality of life updates in the user interface. Those Terra Raid Battle HP bars, that's a big one. I really appreciate that. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. I mean, would have been nice for it to be in the game from the start, all these fixes, but what can you do? Yeah, I mean, it seems like they're hoping for some longevity with this game. I mean, I'm sure they got more events to do at the very least in the game. Distributing some legendary Pokemon and whatever, or these Terra Raid Battle events that go on like special weekends. Nice to see that they're not just like going with the mindset of like, there's gonna be another Pokemon game like in a couple of months or whatever. Anyway, every year there's always a couple of random things. Not main games, obviously, but it's not getting brushed off as like, we'll get it next time. They're working on this game, which is good. Maybe that means that they got some extra content planned for this, as far as like a DLC thing. The Sword and Shield DLC really made that game for me. It was Sword and Shield was like fairly lackluster for me. I was really bummed out about not having the full Pokedex and whatever. Just going through the game, it was like meh, felt a little stale. But the DLC things were very enjoyable. And by the end of all of those extra things with the 2 different waves of DLC, I was like, you know what, this game was all right. So. And I mean, Scarlet and Violet, I already think is a great game right now. So if they add even more to it in the future, that'll be even better. Nice of them to get some of this information out before Pokemon Day, which, when's that? In a couple of days? What was it, like the 25th? Oh, the 27th, okay. Get on everyone's good sides before maybe some cool announcements on Pokemon Day. I heard there was like a rumor about a new mystery dungeon or something. I've never gotten around to playing those, so. Actually, what are they on? Like Game Boy Advance and DS? Maybe I can get caught up pretty quick. But yeah, that's the Pokemon news. Hoping for Pokemon Sleep announcement soon, am I right? It's been a while. But other than that, not much going on in the gaming world for me. I might mod my 3DS today. I'm thinking about just like doing that on a Twitch stream or whatever. If it goes well, maybe I'll post an update video on here. I hear it's surprisingly easy to do. But yeah, there you go. Hopefully the YouTube algorithm favors me yet again, and this makes it to some new people. And if so, welcome. How are you doing? This is my second channel, the gaming channel, but honestly, sometimes it's a lot more fun over here anyway, so feel free to subscribe if people enjoy these kind of daily little updates on my thoughts on gaming of the day, or I don't know how to say that better. Then maybe we could make this a thing. You could join me on twitch.tv/Willow Davis, stream a couple of times a week, and yeah, other than that, I'll see you. Willow Davis out.